Hey everyone, bringing you another update here. Just quick little pub lobby hardpoint gameplay there in the background. I do fairly well. I've been playing a lot more just pubs instead of ranked play. When I originally got the game, that's pretty much all I played was ranked play. I was really excited for something like league play, something that we've seen before, like Black Ops 2 style kind of gameplay. Unfortunately, that's not quite what it's like yet. Michael Condrey basically promised us that it would be, though, by January, when the first season is set to come out. However, we haven't seen it exactly yet. You know, they have the game rules and all that implemented, which is good, but there's still quite a few problems. Hopefully they get those all sorted out, though. So the gameplay is a little bit longer. I think we run the entire time. Pretty much the only one on my team really trying to do anything, so it gets a little frustrating, but it's how the game goes. I just want to talk about some of the things that are coming. First and foremost, the new DLC camos and exoskeletons, stuff like that, helmets, that kind of thing. They're obviously we knew they were going to come. Ghost had the same kind of thing going on, and in this game the customization's even more than what it had in Ghost. So we knew they were coming. They're now out, I believe, on Xbox One and Xbox 360. As usual, Microsoft gets them a little bit before Sony does. The deal is still going on. Last year everyone was thinking that the deal was going to come to an end, but it doesn't seem like it did. Everything's still coming to Xbox first. You can't really fault a big company like that in making a business deal to keep something exclusive on their inferior console. No, I'm just kidding. On their console. So, moving past that, though, one of the big things I wanted to talk about today really is, I mean, for me, it's probably one of the biggest parts of Call of Duty to date, and that is definitely the Grandmaster division. Top 100 people. There's huge speculation as to how that's going to happen, whether or not it's going to show you, like the rest of the divisions, how close you are, whether or not it'll give you a ranking in Master Division, and then if you're in the top 100 Master Division, like as soon as you break into the top 100 players in Master Division, it automatically ranks you up. There's been a lot of discussion over how long it takes to update, if it's minute by minute. There's been a lot of discussion about, whether or not you'll get to keep the armor, just because, if you make it into Grandmaster, you get it, but is it going to expire like some of the rest of some of the other armors do, like the Bloodshed gear? The Bloodshed gear you only get to keep if you keep getting the same amount of Relentless or Blood, I think it's like Blood Kill, I forget what it's called, but there's like a Relentless, stuff like that. So kills in a row is what unlocks the Bloodshed gear for you. So with Grandmaster gear, is it going to be the same way? Are we going to get to keep the Grandmaster gear the entire time, or is it going to reset and you have to make sure to stay in that Grandmaster division? I don't know. I'm excited to figure out how it works. I mean, obviously, if you just make it into Grandmaster that little bit, you want to be able to keep it, but does that mean that you're 100% Grandmaster? If that's the case, if you jump in, if all you have to do is get Grandmaster once, then maybe you should grind out really, really soon, get up into the ranked play, like day one, really grind it out so that you can get there before anybody else does, and maybe the competition isn't quite as fierce, or that skill-based matchmaking comes in, and I'm not sure if that's going to apply to the divisions as well. I hope not. The division matchmaking should be on its own, but if it does, then does that mean you could get on a Smurf account? For those who don't know, a Smurf account is where like a pro player or a really high-end player with really good stats makes a brand new account, goes into a lobby, dies a bunch of times, and then gets set in with, lower level people to, kind of troll or do really good. So anyway, are you going to be able to use a Smurf account and then get in like an easier version of Master Division, or somehow get easier stuff? I'm not sure how it's going to work. I don't think it'll work that way. Hopefully what I'm hoping for is that it is Master. Hopefully, again, I keep saying hopefully, but hopefully there is an active leaderboard that shows you where you are. Because the last thing you want to do is hit Master Division and then have it say, keep working for that Grandmaster. You never know when you're going to get it, but hopefully you keep winning. That's the last thing you want to do. You really do want to be able to see on a leaderboard where you're ranked. Oh, I'm this closer. You don't want to be ranked 101 and not know it, and then get off for the night, and then the next day you're like 146 because everyone else grinded through the night. If you're at 101 and you only need, that 1, maybe 2 games, you're going to want to grind those out with your buddies, or you're going to want to ask your buddy to party up with you and try to jump in there and really push it forward and see what you can do. And again, on the armor, whether or not it's going to expire. Like, that's something I'm super not concerned about, but I'm interested in, is when you're playing, are you going to be able to keep it forever? Like, once you get it, is that it? Like, you've got it? Or are you going to have to maintain, like, a top 100 to have that armor? And whether or not it'll carry over to pubs, I mean, I'm assuming that it's going to carry over to pubs, so if you're a pub player and you see that Grandmaster armor, you can be like, oh, I'm going to run away. At least in objective-type game modes. Or is it just going to be, league play only? Now, that one I'm pretty sure is an easy answer. I'm pretty sure it's going to carry over to pubs. There's no reason for it not to, but we haven't really seen anything like this before, so there's no way to tell 100%. Last but not least, the other thing I want to talk about is score streaks. Score streaks in competitive play. I know for a fact that sentry guns are detrimental. Black Ops 2, it took them a long time before they banned the sentry gun. This one here, it's a little bit harder to get. It is still pretty easy, though, especially in a game like Hardpoint. If you just get one guy to jump on the hardpoint, back off, and then get a couple kills, and then you can plant a sentry gun at the second hardpoint, and you can lock that one down pretty easy. That being said, I'd like to know what everybody else thinks. Should the sentry gun or any score streaks stay in? Should we just get rid of them all? We haven't really seen it in competitive play a whole much up at the top pro level. There are some times where I think they could have gotten away. Scumpy's gotten 3, 4, 5 pieces. Nade Shot's even gotten on a pretty good streak there. I saw one the other day where he went on a 5-kill streak. I've seen, people like Huke, where they go on like a 7 or a 9 kill spree, and it's just, you're thinking, oh man, if he had a bombing run, or if he had Paladin or something like that, that could really lock down a hard point pretty easy. That being said, the score streaks or kill streaks or whatever you want to call them in this game aren't quite as powerful as they were in Black Ops 2, but I still think, having something like the radar ping from a Harrier jet in his search and destroy on this game would be pretty pretty interesting. So anyway, I hope everyone enjoyed this video. The gameplay in the background, sorry, it's just a pub lobby. We're having troubles finding enough people to play GBs, like enough to get good GB gameplay. We don't really lose a whole lot, but a lot of times our gameplays are either really easy or they just they're not very good. They're one of the two. And obviously a really easy gameplay. We played one team. We're pretty sure they're just on there to boost that, or they're absolutely terrible. But they ran around, didn't really try for objectives, at least didn't look like they were, and it wasn't a good gameplay to show. There weren't a whole lot of gunfights, there wasn't a whole lot of gun skill involved. And then some other games where, we do have crazy gunfights and stuff go on. Sometimes I just don't get the whole gameplay, and I hate posting like half gameplays. I just I just don't like doing it. But anyway, let me know what you guys think. Score streaks, should they stay in? Should they go? The ranked play, do you think the armor is going to stay there forever? Do you think the armor will disappear after a while if you fall out of the Grandmaster division? Which one do you think it should do? These are all super interesting questions that I can't wait to be answered, and I can't wait till January. So, that being said, tune in next time, and hopefully you enjoy the video. Like, favorite, comment, subscribe. Oh yeah, and I'm still streaming all day, every day on Twitch, minus maybe the weekends, or one day a week, depending on what I'm doing. But twitch.tv/XSHLELDX, that's Shield, it's down in the description below. I'll see you there.
Contested. Enemy warbird above.